Good morning, children. Welcome to Chapter 5 Multiplication Part 4. Today we are going to learn word problems related to multiplication. Now let us see the first word problem. 55 people can travel in a bus. How many people can travel in 6 buses? Now let us look at the information that has been given over here. So I have represented the buses as triangles below. So since there are 6 buses, there are 6 triangles. Now look at the first statement. It says 55 people can travel in a bus. A bus means one bus. So each triangle will have 55 people in them. So if you can look at the picture, it clearly shows that it is a repeated addition and hence this word problem can be solved by multiplication. Now let's see how to write the statement. The first statement, you can pick it up from the first sentence, which is the number of people in one bus is equal to 55. Now the second statement gives us the information about the number of buses. So the second statement would be number of buses is equal to 6. Put a multiplication sign and the statement for the answer would be total number of people that can travel in 6 buses. So you multiply 55 into 6, start multiplying from the ones place. 5 6 are 30, so 3 carry over, 0 you bring down, and then 5 into 6 again 30 plus carry over 3, which gives 33. So there are total number of 330 people that can travel by the buses. Now let's have a look at the next problem, which is a car travels 58 kilometers in an hour. How many kilometers does it travel in 5 hours? So the information they have given here is they have given us the distance. Kilometers means distance. The distance traveled by the car in an hour, which means 1 hour, is 58. Now the question says that how many kilometers does it travel in 5 such hours? So if there were 5 hours, how much total distance would the car have traveled? So I have represented the distance and the hours below in different shapes. So if you can see, there are 5 hours. So I have shown the 5 hours as 5 pentagons. Now each hour the car travels a kilometer of 58 kilometers. So the distance travelled by each, that is in 1 hour, is 58. So since there are 5 hours, each hour would have travelled 58 kilometers. If you can look at the picture, it clearly states that it's a repeated addition and hence we can easily solve it by multiplication. Now let's see the first statement. So since kilometers represent distance, the first statement would be distance travelled in an hour, which is 58 kilometers, represented as capital K and small m. Next, what information do we have? 5 hours. So what is hour? It is the time. So number of hours is equal to 5. You write it as it is from the question. Next, the answer statement, which is distance travelled in 5 hours. You can pick it up from the question given above, is equal to, now you multiply 58 into 5, which is 290 kilometers. Now let's have a look at the third problem. There are 9 packets of erasers, each containing 100 erasers. How many erasers are there in all? So now look at the question carefully. There are 9 packets or 9 boxes, which I have shown above in cubes. So if you can see, there are different boxes of erasers and each box contains 100 erasers. Each box or each packet. So looking at the picture, we know it's a repeated addition and hence it would be easier to solve it by multiplication. The question asked here is how many erasers are there in all? Now let's frame the statement. Number of erasers in one packet is equal to 100. Remember, the bigger number always comes on the top. Next, the information given is number of packets, which is equal to 9. And the statement for the answer you simply take from the question, which is total number of erasers. Since they have asked how many erasers there are in all, you write it as total number of erasers, which is equal to 100 multiplied by 9 gives 900, and hence there are 900 erasers in all. Now let's have a look at the next word problem. Mr. Chatterjee has 332 notes of rupees 10. How much money does he have? Now have a look at the question, which asks how much money does he have, which means how much total does he have. Now the information given is there are 332 notes. Now I cannot show 330 notes, so I simply represent a few notes. That is, I am showing it as 5 arrows and write it as, and so on up to 300. So we imagine as if there are 332 such notes, and what is the value on each note? It is rupees 10. So as you can look over here, rupees 10 is being repeated, and so we simply multiply. Now let's see how to frame the statement. The first statement, the bigger number, is Mr. Chatterjee has 332 notes. So we write it as number of rupees 10 notes Mr. Chatterjee has, which is equal to 332. Now, the next information given is the value on that note, which is rupees 10. So, value of one note is equal to rupees 10. Remember to put the rupees symbol. Next, the statement for the answer, which is amount Mr. Chatterjee has, or total amount Mr. Chatterjee has, which is equal to, you multiply 332 into 10. First multiply 332 into 1, which gives 332, followed by 1 0 since 10 has 1 0. So, Mr. Chatterjee has a total amount of rupees 3,320. Now let's have a look at this interesting problem, which is old King Cole was 99 years old. How many months old was he? Now if you look at the word problem, there's just one number given. Aren't you all confused? There's nothing to be confused. Just think over it. They have asked how many months. Now do you know one information, which is a year has 12 months. So now let's try to picturize the word problem. So since old King Cole was 99 years old, we show the years as stars. So each year is represented here as star, and since I cannot draw 99, I just show it as up to 99. Now each year or each star has 12 months in them. So it means 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 and so on up to 99. Now we can find out how many months old was he by simply multiplying. So let's see how to frame the first statement. We write it as old King Cole's age is equal to 99 years. The number of months in 1 year, which we know but it's not being given here, which is equal to 12. And the statement for the answer, old King Cole is equal to whatever answer you get, followed by years old. So let's multiply 99 into 12 by a two-step multiplication, and the answer you get is 1188 years old. Thank you, children.